We're going to get started in Shavasana today, getting grounded. Relaxing into the earth. Today's flow is entitled Grow Where You're Planted. So we're going to get started on the earth, grounding our energy, getting in touch with those roots, and sending them deep into the earth. Breathing in a big breath all the way from our toes, through the knees and the belly, into the chest, through the throat, and sighing it out the mouth. Doing this again, breathing in, big breath in all the way from soles of the feet, through the knees, through the belly, into the chest, and exhaling out the mouth. Feeling the body sinking into the earth. Feeling the weight of the earth, or the support of the earth, pushing back against the weight of your body. Feeling the sunshine as the sun starts to peek out from behind the clouds. And making it a point to release anything that might be troubling you today, any worries, letting them go for this hour, to just be present. Breathing in positive energy and exhaling anything unserving. Noticing the breeze as it wraps around the body. And on the next inhale, bringing the knees into the chest for a big hug, wrapping the arms around the knees or interlacing the fingers behind the knees. Breathing in, maybe we find movement here, rocking side to side. Or maybe we rest in stillness, whatever feels good. Maybe we open our eyes and look at the bright blue sky. Go ahead and let the right leg lay flat on the earth. So taking a hand, the right hand on the right hip crease, and making sure our right hip is on the earth, that leg is laying heavy on the earth. And on the next inhale, interlacing the fingertips behind the back of the left leg and sending the left foot high into the air. So getting a big stretch in our hamstring. Inhaling and exhaling, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe we play with pointing and flexing the foot. Maybe we take some circles with the ankles to the sky, going clockwise and counterclockwise. And if the leg isn't all the way straight or it starts to shake, knowing that this is okay. And on the next exhale, releasing the leg to the earth, bringing in the right knee into the chest, taking the left hand to the left hip crease and rooting through the earth in the left leg. Breathing in, giving the right knee a hug, interlacing the fingers behind the right knee. Inhale, sending right foot to the sky. Maybe point and flex the foot again, or find foot circles, rolling the ankle clockwise and counterclockwise. And as we release the right leg, bring the left foot to the mat and stack the right ankle over the left knee, creating a triangle shape with the legs. Keeping long in the spine, breathing in, interlace the fingertips behind the left leg, bringing left knee to nose, coming in to thread the needle. If you'd like, go ahead and kick the left foot up towards the sky. Breathing in, see if you can pull the knee a little closer to the nose. Exhale and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Focus on the stretching sensation in the back of the left leg. Exhale and release to the earth. Letting right leg go long, letting right foot touch the earth. We're going to set up for this on the other side. So right foot on the earth, left ankle over right knee, making that triangle shape again. Breathing in, interlacing the fingers behind right thigh. Noticing how this side might feel different from the first side. Maybe we inhale and kick the right foot up high to the sky. Maybe we use the left elbow to push the left knee out just a little bit, only if it's comfortable. Exhale and release. Letting the feet touch the earth once more, so we're kind of almost in this bridge pose. We're going to take, each mat has a block on it, so you're going to find that block and stick it between the knees. So we're between the thighs, really. So engaging the thighs to hold this block there. We're going to lift the heels and lift the toes. And we're going to bring our legs into this 90-degree angle here. We're going to take our palms flat on the mat and kind of wiggle them under our glutes there for support. And we're going to breathe in, exhale, and slowly with control lower the toes towards the earth. Touching down lightly, breathing in, bringing the legs back up. Making sure to squeeze the block to help you engage and keep your 90-degree angle. Breathe in, exhale, lower the toes. Breathing in, coming back up, and exhale, lower. Breathe in, up, exhale, lower, turning on that core. Inhale, up, exhale, lower. Inhale, up, and exhale, lower. Giving the feet a rest for a second, letting them come back to the earth on the mat. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the head and neck, kind of the base of the skull there to kind of give your head support. And we're just going to do little crunches. Breathing in, coming up, exhaling, lowering down with control, keeping those elbows nice and wide. Breathing in, exhale, lowering with control. We're working the upper part of the core here. Breathing in, coming up, exhale, lowering down. And you can find yourself still squeezing that block with the legs to help control. Breathing in, coming up, exhale, lowering down. From here, leaving the hands where they are, we're going to take our feet, kicking them up back in that 90-degree angle with the legs. We're going to bring the upper body up, so we're looking towards our toes, looking straight, and we're going to do the toe taps again. So breathing in, exhale, lower. And we don't have to do the crunch part this time. We can just do the legs while steadily engaging that upper body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, lower, and release. You can go ahead and get rid of your block. Hugging the knees into the chest one more time. Maybe we rock side to side for a moment. But we're going to start to create some forward and back movement, eventually rolling up into a seat at the top of the mat. So breathing in. Maybe we grab the backs of the ankle or the backs of the thighs to roll up to a seat. And meeting in a seated position. Getting long and tall in the spine, breathing in. Exhaling out the mouth. From here, we're going to take left hand kind of behind left glute, putting a bend in the elbow, breathe in, send the right arm high. Exhale, hinging at the waist, coming over toward the left. Keeping the sits bones rooted on the earth, breathing in, coming back up. Exhale, switching sides, taking right hand behind right glute, breathing in, left arm high, taking a lateral bend here. Flowing with the breath now, doing your best to keep that spine nice and long and straight. As we go, keeping the sits bones rooted, so we're really focusing on getting that stretch in the obliques and the chest. Maybe closing the eyes if it feels good. Taking one last round on each side. And coming back through center. Taking our hands, planting them on the mat in front of us, sending the knees towards the earth, coming up into tabletop. Uncrossing the legs there. Knees stacked under hips. Feet are relaxed, palms rooting through the earth here. We're going to take some rounds of cat-cow. So breathing in, drop the belly, open the heart, gazing forward, bringing a smile to the face. Exhale, lifting the pelvis, rounding the spine, dropping the head. And flowing with the breath with this. Keeping strong through those arms. And breathing. This is a great exercise to just link movement with breath. 2 more rounds. Breathing in for cow and breathing out for cat. Coming back through center, we're going to take some, what I like to call hip bumps. So we're going to bump the hips over to the left, bump the shoulders to the left, and take the gaze out behind to look at the pinky toe back there. Breathing in, come back through center, exhale, bump the hips to the right, shoulders to the right, looking at the pinky toes. And flowing with the breath. 2 more times on each side. Back through center, take a moment to roll out the wrists, maybe taking the hands with the fingers facing towards the knees, whatever kind of wrist stretches you like. Maybe you come up onto the knuckles, getting long and tall there. And whenever you're ready, planting the hands once more, we're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees and hover for just a second, engaging that core. Exhale, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. and taking a moment to adjust once we get there. Breathing, shining the elbow creases forward, checking in with our hips and our feet. If our heels aren't rooted to the earth, this is perfectly okay. Taking a bend in the knees if we need to so we can get that nice long spine. And on the next inhale, we're going to walk the hands back to the feet. Rooting through the toes and the heels, getting tall and strong, engaging those glutes, and slowly rolling it up to standing, slow as you can go. And rolling the shoulders back and down once we get there, coming into a nice tall mountain pose. Breathing. Feeling the toes root to the earth as we do. Inhale, bending the knees, hands up and overhead. Exhale, hinging at the waist, forward fold. Reaching for the earth, the shins, the ankles, whatever feels good here. No need to worry if the hands are on the ground or not, just as long as we're balanced. And on our next exhale, we're going to walk it out to the front of the mat, coming into plank. Getting nice and long through the spine here, thinking of one long line of energy coming from tailbone to crown, pressing into the balls of the feet and into the heels. Big, strong and tall. Exhale, lower the knees. Lower the upper body, keeping the hand placement where it is. Having our gaze on the ground, maybe our nose touches the earth. We're going to inhale, and without pressing too much into our hands, we're going to lift the upper body for cobra using mostly our breath. So breathing in, inflating the belly, coming up, bringing our gaze out. Exhale, lower down. Flowing with this one more time. This time maybe engaging the glutes and the thighs a little bit for support. Breathing in, cobra. Exhale, lower down. And pressing into the palms, sending the hips back, big toes to touch, coming into child's pose. Breathing in and breathing out. If our forehead doesn't meet the mat, this is okay. Use a block or a pillow, whatever kind of props you have at home. Or if you have no props, you can use your forearms. Just focusing on the breath and drawing those shoulders down and away from the ears, creating some space there. With every inhale, bringing in nice, strong earth energy. And with every exhale, feeling the hips sink a little closer to the heels. Breathing in and breathing out. On the next inhale, going ahead and coming up back through tabletop. Planting the hands, curling the toes under, lifting the knees, hover, feeling that core turn on, the glutes and the thighs engage, and exhale, downward facing dog. Shining those elbow creases forward, getting strong in our down dog. This time, we're going to kick the left foot up and back for three-legged dog. So checking in here, trying to keep the hips level, putting a bend in the right leg, the right knee, keeping a nice long spine. Maybe we take the heel of the left foot and bring it to the right glute, opening up the hips. Inhale, go ahead and sweep the left foot up and in between the palms, dragging it if it doesn't get there. Coming into this low runner's lunge here. Getting strong, taking a moment to catch our breath, sprinkling onto the fingertips, and eventually, whenever we're ready, getting strong through that back foot, powering up through the hips, coming up into warrior one. So checking in with our feet, back foot at a 45, 90 degree angle, whatever works for you. Hips faced forward. Inhale, arms up for warrior one. Breathing in long and tall through the spine. Front knee should be over front ankle, making sure it doesn't come out over the toes. Exhale, we're going to send the arms out and wide for warrior two, keeping the leg placement the same, just checking to make sure our heels have a long line going from the front to the back. Checking in with our arms. Is our front arm and our back arm the same height? Feeling as if somebody's pulling on your arms. Inhale, get strong through those legs, really squeeze the earth as if we're going to bunch up the mat underneath us, getting strong and tall in this warrior. Exhale, we're going to rotate to the outside edge of the mat, sending our toes towards the front and back corners, kind of getting wide in our hips. We're going to set up for goddess here. So taking a hand to the pelvis and a hand to the low back sacrum area, getting tall, and we're going to exhale, drop a little into this squat. Maybe we bring out the arms into a T and add those in. Stay wherever you are comfortable. Breathing in, big and tall. Exhale, bring it up into 5-pointed star. Give those glutes a little reprieve. Exhale, coming down into goddess. Check in with our hips, with our back. Tilting that pelvis up a little bit so we're keeping tall in the spine. Keeping those arms out in goalpost arms. Exhale, 5-pointed star. One more time, dropping into goddess. See how low we can get. And exhale, coming up 5-pointed star. From here, spinning the back foot towards the front of the mat, 45-degree angle. Adjusting our stance if we need to. Putting a bend in that front knee. Coming into intense side angle. So left arm, down on the leg without putting too much weight. Inhale, bring the right arm up and over, coming into this nice stretch in the side body, letting the gaze go out long, the neck in line with the spine. If we need to gaze at the ground for balance, this is fine. Inhale, exhale, plant both hands around that front foot. We're going to step it back to plank, rooting into the palms, pressing back through the heels. Inhale, exhale, send the hips back for downward facing dog. And if at any time this becomes too strenuous, always drop your knees. Coming into tabletop or modified plank. If you'd like to, inhale with me, send right leg up and back for 3-legged dog. Checking in with our hips. Maybe if we're so inclined, taking right heel towards left glute and open up the hips. Exhale, send right foot up between the front legs, coming into this low lunge. Breathing in and breathing out. Getting steady here, rooting through both feet, all 4 corners of that front foot, getting strong in that front leg. Inhale, coming up, warrior one. Getting big, long, and tall. Exhale, sending the arms and the hips out to the side for warrior two. Looking out over the front arm, checking in with the back arm. Feeling that strength powering up through those legs, big strong thighs. Inhale and exhale. Rotating the feet towards the outside edge of the mat, taking the toes to point towards the front and back corners, bringing those heels in, checking with our hips. We're going to do goddess again. Breathing in, exhale, lower down. Maybe we bring the goalpost arms. Inhale, exhale, coming up, 5-pointed star. And exhale, drop it down. Checking in here with our knees. If at any times this doesn't feel right with our knees, adjust your stance a little bit, or just do a regular squat, whatever feels good to you. Inhale, arms up overhead, 5-pointed star. One more time, exhale, drop it down. Breathing in, opening the chest, bringing a smile to the face. Exhale, see if we can deepen a little. And release, coming back up, bringing the hands to the hips, adjusting the toes so they are facing straight perpendicular to the edge of the mat. This always seems to be the time in the evening when the music cuts out. Getting long and tall, hands on hips. We're going to inhale, exhale, and hinge the upper body forward from the waist, coming down as far as we'd like until we start to feel the spine round. When we feel the spine round, that's where we want to stop. Checking in with our knees, always keeping a micro bend in the knees or taking a bigger bend if this helps keep the spine long. Either reaching for the ground. If you have the range of motion, you can bring your head to the earth in this wide-legged forward bend. Rooting through all four corners of the feet to keep our balance. You can sprinkle the hands on the earth. You can place them on a block or a pillow. You can reach for the outside edges of your legs. I can reach for my giant water bottle, whatever works. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling that nice big stretch in the back of the hamstrings and the knees and the calves. Letting the head drop and release to gravity. On the next inhale, bringing the hands back up to the hips and slowly engaging the core and the thighs, coming back upright. Taking your time to get there. And when we're ready, spinning the toes back forward and stepping up to the front of the mat in Tadasana. Taking a water break if you want one. Rooting into the earth here. We've sent our roots down. We started on the earth. We came up and grew our strong sprouts through our warrior stance. And now we're going to blossom into some beautiful trees. So getting heavy in the right foot, taking the left foot, peeling the heel up off the earth, and placing the heel on the inside of the right leg. Sending the leg out to the side, squaring the hips forward to the front of the mat. And maybe you stay and hang out here, and you can bring in your arms, and you can just tree this way. I highly recommend this if you have vertigo or trouble with balance. We want to be safe. If you want to play a little bit, we can place the arch of the left foot into the calf of the right leg and come up a little higher. Again, hands on hips or hands up high, wherever you'd like them. Maybe we get a little braver. If it's in your practice, take the foot all the way up towards the groin and really press into that right thigh. It's going to help us keep our balance, and we're going to find a non-moving focal point. Inhaling, maybe hands are at heart center on hips, or maybe they're up overhead, blossoming into our big, beautiful trees. Breathing in that earth energy, breathing out. It's okay if we're wobbly, it's okay if we fall out. Feeling that beautiful breeze we have around us. And slowly, as we exhale, bringing the arms down to heart center and releasing the leg with control. Shaking out the knees, shaking out the legs, giving that right foot a break. I always feel it in my arches when we do that. Rooting through the left leg now, coming onto the other side. So we're coming into our small tree to start, peeling the right foot heel up off the earth. Inhale, maybe we place right foot on left calf, or maybe we place it on the groin, wherever you'd like to go, really pressing in to hold our balance. That'll also help you square your hips forward too, rooting through the toes. Inhale, maybe we take our arms up high. Breathing in, soaking up that sun. I love tree because it balances all the chakras, but it also relates to plants. We have our root chakra in our tailbone area. We have in our sacral area our second chakra, which is represented by water, and our third chakra represented by the sun. So the sun energy, we're watering and giving our tree sunlight. Opening the heart, bringing the hands out a little wider. Maybe we open them out to the side to take in that great energy. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. And with control, releasing that leg. Shaking it out. Whew. I needed that. Coming back into mountain, rooting through the earth. Feet hip width distance apart, breathing in. Hands up and overhead, hinging at the hips with a micro bend in the knees, coming down. Forward fold. Maybe we take opposite elbows here. Noticing how this really changes and maybe intensifies that stretch. Feeling that in the glutes a little more. Making sure we're still rooted through our heels. Allowing the neck and head to relax. Making sure we got a bend in the knees. Checking in with them to make sure they're not knocking inward. Rotating them out. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing with each exhale how the body releases. If our hands are on the earth, we're breathing in that earth energy up through the upper body, exhaling it, sending it down through the legs and back into the earth. And whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead and release our fold, coming down to the hands and the knees again. We're going to do a thread the needle arms. So getting comfortable here. And again, if any part of this doesn't jive with your neck, your back, don't do it. Breathing in, sending left arm high up into the sky. Exhaling, swooping it under the upper body, coming down to wherever feels comfortable. If this is as far as you go and you're playing with getting a stretch in your upper arm with your elbow down, that's fine. If you want to come all the way down to the ear, do that. Checking in with our hips, seeing if they're square. Finding what feels comfortable. And if it doesn't feel comfortable and you have any pinching, poking sensations, just come out of the pose. Breathing in, coming back through center. Getting strong in our base again. Breathing in, sending right arm high up. And exhaling, swooping it under the upper body, coming all the way down. Squaring the hips. As you can see, this is my more flexible side. Everybody's got one. You got to work on both sides, but there will always be one that feels a little different than the other. Breathing in and breathing out. And on the next inhale, slowly coming back up, and we're going to meet in thunderbolt or just kneeling on our mat. Getting comfortable here. Again, taking a water break if you need one. Sitting up tall, Coming onto the hands for just a second, I'm going to show you guys a nice foot and calf massage. So taking the left top of the foot over the arch of the right foot and slowly sitting back until you start to feel sensation. And this is going to feel different for everybody. It might be a little intense. If it is, just come forward onto the hands a little bit. Find that spot that feels good and just work until you get about a 6 sensation. Maybe you can sit all the way upright. Everybody's going to be a little different. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and breathing out. And whenever you're ready to end the torture, you can come up onto the hands, tap out the tops of the feet, and set up for the other side. Taking right top of foot over left arch. This side always takes me a little bit to find it. That's not it. Everybody's going to need it in different areas, but it's really good to stretch that plantar fascia area. Breathing in, sitting tall if you're sitting up. If not, just breathe wherever you are. Exhaling, releasing tension. And as we inhale, coming up onto the palms once more, tapping out the tops of the feet. Now we're going to do the calves. So we're going to take the top of the left shin over right calf and slowly start to walk it back, massaging into that right calf. And this is probably going to feel a little bit more tender, and that's okay. Just stop wherever your maximum is, wherever your edge, that's what I was looking for. Stop wherever your edge is. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, inhale, come forward, tap out those legs again. Last one, setting up for the opposite side. Right shin over left calf and slowly sitting back. Breathing in and breathing out. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly come up. That one feels really good. I'm not ready. Coming in and tapping out the tops of the legs. Go ahead and take a seat on the sits bones, bringing the legs out in front. And we're going to lean all the way back, coming down to the earth. We're gonna bring the legs up, knees up, planting the feet on the earth for a second. We're gonna draw the shoulders down away from the ears, kind of walking the shoulders under the back body. We're going to take left leg over right, so kind of as if we were sitting in a chair cross-legged. And breathing in, we're going to hug the knees to the chest. Getting a nice big stretch here. Feeling it in that left glute. And as we exhale, we're going to send the legs over to the right. I have a microphone, so that's going to be a little difficult, but sending them over to the right, making sure we're anchoring still through the shoulders. We can take the feet out closer to the bottom of the mat if we want a less intense stretch. We can prop the knees with pillows or blocks, whatever you happen to have. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling a nice stretch in the spine. Keeping the neck nice, long, and relaxed. Maybe tucking the chin to chest a little bit. You have the option to look out over the left shoulder. If you have neck troubles like me, you probably want to keep the cervical spine in line with the rest of the spine. Breathing in, and with each exhale, feeling the body sink a little bit deeper into the earth. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing tension in the hands, tension in the face. Releasing the knees, the feet. Releasing the hips. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, breathing in, bringing the legs back through center, uncrossing them, setting up for the other side, crossing right leg over left, giving it a big hug. Feeling that stretch in the right glute. Exhaling, sending it over to the left. Leaving the hands out to the sides again, or whatever feels good. Sending pillows, blocks, blankets over to the knees to rest on. Looking out over the right shoulder, or just keeping our gaze at the sky or the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and feeling the nice stretch in the shoulders and the chest. Exhaling and letting the hips and the knees relax a little more. Relaxing those hands again. Relaxing the jaw. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, bringing the knees up and back through center, uncrossing them, hugging the knees into the chest, and maybe grabbing the backs of the thighs, sending the feet up into the air, coming into happy baby pose. So bringing the thighs close to the upper body. Maybe we reach for shins, ankles, outside of the foot, big toes. Wherever we are, making sure that our upper body is relaxed. Our neck and head are on the earth. Just breathing in, breathing out, releasing in the hamstrings. This is a great opening for the hips and the first and second chakras. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe we find movement here and rock from side to side, whatever feels good. And when we find our way back to stillness, slowly releasing the legs, sending them out long, preparing for Shavasana. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing, dragging those shoulders away from the ears, walking the shoulder blades under the back body. If we didn't on the first Shavasana, taking the hands and instead of placing them palms up as traditional, bringing them palms down and feel, at least for a moment, feeling the earth underneath the body. Now that we've gotten out any excess energy and worked through any mind barriers, maybe we're able to feel the earth a little bit more. It's steady support. Breathing in and exhaling out through the mouth, letting the bones sink deeper into the earth. I'm going to come up to a seat for our meditation. Everybody stay down as long as you are comfortable. If you have an eye pillow at home or a beanbag that you like to rest over your eyes, feel free to grab that. For those of us here, grab your eye pillows. We're going to take some deep healing breaths. So with hand on the heart and hand on the belly, we're going to imagine a white light at our soles of our feet, and we're going to do a full body breath, breathing in, bringing that breath up through the legs and the knees, into the hips and the belly, inflating the chest, coming into the heart, into the throat. Exhale, release it out. And if we can't hold our breath that long, this is perfectly okay. Go at your pace, breathing in, healing white light all the way through the legs, the knees, the torso, up into the throat. One more sip in, bringing it up to the third eye and the crown. Exhaling, sighing it out the mouth and releasing. One more time, breathing in. Inhale all the way up through the legs, torso, chest, throat, forehead, and crown. Exhale and release. Letting the breath return to normal for a moment. Today we're going to do what's called an energy exchange. So this is breathing in qualities that we do want, things that we do want in our life, and exhaling anything that we don't. Any unserving thoughts, any worries, any anxiousness, any nagging thoughts or feelings that aren't serving us. So with a hand on the heart and the hand on the belly, we're going to breathe in and out with me. Breathing in, acceptance. Big inhale, inflating the belly, breathing in that acceptance. And exhaling, regret. Pressing out all the air. Next, big inhale, inhaling peace. Holding at the top of the breath. And exhaling fear. Letting it all go. Next one, breathing in tolerance. Breathing it in. And exhaling anger. Letting it go. Feeling that body drop to the earth. Breathing in love. And exhaling resentment. And now we breathe in love, and we're going to breathe out love. Once more, breathing in love, filling the belly, filling the chest, breathing in love, and exhaling, sending that love out into the universe. And as we let our breath return to normal, we're going to take the hands across the body, crossing the arms, reaching for the shoulders, Ourselves in a big hug, thanking ourselves for taking in the new and releasing the old. Breathing in and breathing out. Sealing that in with our hug, committing this week to come back to this energy exchange. Maybe we start our morning with that or end our day with it. Releasing the arms, coming into stillness once more, feeling the support of the earth. Our intention was growing where we were planted. We were able to start rooted to the earth and building up through those strong roots. We rose up, we made beautiful trees, and now we're touching back down into those roots. Because even though we grow, we acknowledge where we came from, where we started, and we have to remain firmly rooted in our values, in our truth, to continue to grow and be balanced. Bringing some awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe we rock the head from side to side, waking up the neck. Maybe we roll out the wrists and the ankles. Maybe we take a big good morning stretch up and overhead. And when we're ready, rolling onto our side, letting the eye pillows fall off. And meeting me back into a seat, back in a seat. Bringing the hands to heart center. Breathing in, getting tall, reaching the crown towards the sky. Exhaling, tucking chin to chest, nose to fingers. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me honors and acknowledges the light in you. Namaste.